Hey y'all, it's Candy with KANDI'S Kreations. Today's tutorial, we are going to make a New Year's Eve wreath. I saw this clock at Walmart, and so I went ahead and I didn't put any batteries in it, of course, because it's just going to stay on 12. It just had the steampunk vibes to it, so I really like that. Just be cautious that if you do get this same one from Walmart, it doesn't have a back on it. So if I was to put it in the wreath, what I did was put white felt on it, white hard felt. You could use white cardboard, white poster board, anything with a white background. Use 2 cable mounts. You get these from Amazon, and I'm gonna use and thread these with pipe cleaners to attach it to inside the wreath. So you can use a regular evergreen base or a tie work form if you want to, but I still have flock bases, and New Year's Eve, that is still a winter wreath to me. So I went ahead and just started this to get it going. And I have a lot of gold picks over here. I have gold balls. I have some black balls. I have an abundance of things over here, but we'll talk about it after I choose what I'm going to use. And I'll tell you where they all came from. So I've already started. All I did, these were cut in about 20 inches long. And this is just a black with a gold foil stripe in it. And this right here is just a gold foil. You can search anywhere you get your supplies from, White Bayou, Waterman's Loft, Craft Outlet, the Wreath Shop, and just search gold mesh or gold and black mesh. So you could find this where you get your supplies. So I was just doing a pattern on the outside ring so far. I don't really measure how far apart I do them. I just kind of put them close enough to where it looks full to me. So this side right here, we stopped on a gold, so I just kind of roll it in and squish it. So those ends, the point of rolling it in before you squish it is because the mesh is going to fray, and you want to try to hide that the best as possible. So I'm just binding 2 ties, and we're just going to continue this pattern. Let's do a gold one, and then I'm going to work some in the middle. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do, I just picked went in my stash, and I just got gold and black ribbon. So people use this for Christmas, you can use it for New Year's Eve, you could use it for graduation. Gold and black is a very, versatile color for different things in your craft room. So it's kind of something I leave out, I don't pack away. I'm going to lay this down, and I did mean to tell you, I did oval this out. I oval out all of my wreaths because it just makes your ribbons, it makes everything just flow better. And before I put my mesh in, I just kind of squeeze it to my body. All right, let's make sure it's going in there the right way. We don't want to get it in there and then it's upside down. So let's just thread these pipe cleaners through. So we're going to go high with this, and we're going to try our best to make sure it's not crooked. Might have to adjust it a time or two, but I'm just going to this inner frame, and I'm going to just fish this other pipe cleaner through here and find that inner frame. Let's keep rocking on. So my thought process, I had this is a D. Stevens velvet designer ribbon I had, and I only had a little bit left. I was like, I really want to use this ribbon. So just make a loop, twist this back, twist, make another loop. Let's see how they're more even now, the tails. All right, let's see what else I got. This is a Sam's ribbon, a gold 1.5 inch. I think I'm going to use that for my top. This came from White Bayou a while back. KANDI'Sfellas.com, and this came from, I think, Craft Outlet a while back. So what I'm going to do, we'll do this foil. Just gonna lay a tail. I will dovetail that. Twist, make a loop. A little bit smaller, see, than the 4-inch, the first one. So we're gonna twist, make a leather loop. I'm gonna trim this right here. You're almost kind of like making a bow tie. And that's what I do like sometimes for my characters. I give them bow ties. All right, so let's do this. I love Swiss dots, especially this. It's so pretty. All right, so let's make a tail, twist, make a tail. I mean a loop. Twist again, make another loop. Just all about keeping soft hands, how you hold it in your fingers. And I'm going to cut this a little bit longer. I can always trim it off if I don't want it that long. But I do like it kind of flowing my tails. I know I like the long flowy tails the right way. And sometimes when I get it up there, sometimes I will kind of adjust my tails, like to one to go up like that. See how that looks good? And some to go down. I just kind of eyeball it and see. All right, so normally for my top loop, I just leave a little tail, but I'm gonna leave a longer tail because it's gonna kind of flow a little bit different, being that it's in the middle of my bow. All right, we're just gonna keep on. I'm gonna make my top loopy, and then I'm just pulling it off my finger, and I'm gonna turn it around, and just going to zip tie. We can use black zip ties because we're doing a black project. Okay, I think that side's done. Let me dovetail these. And this one and this one. And then fluff up my ribbons. Go ahead and twist these together and put it through the back. If I had black ones, I would use black, but it's okay. I'm going to find the top bar. And I'm going to just thread it through this top anchor. I'm just pulling it a little bit tighter and twisting the pipe cleaner back there. So let me just dab some glue behind here where it's touching. Dovetail. These are the last two pieces of this that I had. So I'm like, I'm going to make this work. I'm going to dovetail just the top part. Do this. I'm just going to use these right here. We're going to add more to them. Just a second. Pair up some more ribbons. And this actually is double-sided, so I dovetailed the top, but I'm going to roll this bottom. We're going to dovetail this top. I just opened up 2 ties. I'm going to let this flow and roll it so you can see that back, the back gold part. And let's combo up some of this. We'll use this one all by itself as an accent one, and we'll use this one as this one and this one. We'll pair up with those. I'm just gonna make a loop, twist this back, see if that's gonna be long enough. Yeah, I think that'll be long enough for this one. I'm just going to lay this one on top. And I'm just going to open these ties back up where I just added that velvet 4-inch. Dovetail this one. And let's see how long we want this to flow. I'm going to waterfall this one. This one's kind of already where my roll ran out, so that's fine. We'll leave it there. And this, I'm gonna waterfall it a little bit. I'm opening those ties loosely adding it in there. Pop this. This is where we did a one looper for that second ribbon, and I'm going to trim this a little bit because if you just give your ribbons a little bit of a haircut, it will make them stand at attention. All right, so I'm going to cut this long. I'm just going to let it flow. Let it flow. All right, let's do it to the other side. The same combo, and then we're going to add this list dots, and then we'll add some greenery and these are tree toppers from the dollar store. I thought they screamed New Year's Eve because of the scroll in them, and I thought that they would be cute as like chunky pieces. So I think what I'm gonna do is nestle one here. I think I'm gonna put one here and then one down here. I'm just globbing this in my glue pot. Woo, let's say a prayer it didn't get on me. All right. See, I love how it's going in at an angle as well. And I think I might need to do that for this one. Let's cross our fingers and put some glue on it and go for it. Move that mesh. Okay, that looks good. Awesome. Okay, y'all, look. Let's see what I got. I just liked it because it had snowdrift on it. It had gold and it had greenery on it. If you use a regular evergreen base, you could throw in blocked pieces. You can do the exact opposite. Just use what you have. You don't have to go out and buy things that I'm using. Just use what you have. If you have greenery and gold balls and flocking pieces still, use that. We're just, I'm just showing you a concept of how to put it together. All right, I'm gonna cut this up. Let's see where we're gonna get our cuts. Just kind of check the back and see where it separates. And it looks like there's gonna be 2 cuts on here, possibly 3, but I'm trying to keep the gold and the greenery together. So it's gonna be 2 cuts. So I'm just gonna keep this gold balls. We're gonna work this by higher. Just working it around that bow. Cut this one the same way. And that's the thing, is that cutting your picks, like, you're getting the most out of your product too. You don't use as much. So this one is pretty much the same. So this piece is the same as this one. Glob it in some glue. We're just gonna cut these pieces up and work them all throughout the wreath. Got from Walmart. I love them because they're like black and white. So it breaks up some of the gold. I'll probably just use 2 of these. Nestle it down in there behind this right here. I like to offset my ornaments and, you know, big chunky things. All right, let's see here. This is going to go over here. So this is a wine glass. It's plastic. I got it from the Dollar General. So I definitely want to add, you know, these things right here, like when you go find the little things that you think of when you think of that holiday, that's what makes it unique. All right, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to zip tie these together. We're learning together, guys. And then I'm going to put them in the wreath to where hopefully we won't see the zip tie. All right. Fishing this through here. I'm gonna nestle the bottom in here. Also, this will help. I just took it off the hook so I could get to it better. Once I get it in there, having that extended pipe cleaner will also allow me to adjust it where I want it in my wreath instead of it being super tight. So, okay, wow. Y'all, this thing is so stuffed. Make sure that's camouflaged good. I'm gonna dab some glue back here so they're not loosey-goosey. These also came from the dollar store. They're twist poppers. I'm sure they actually work if you do it. I'm just gonna glue this. So there, and that would be cool to kind of have one maybe coming from the bottom. You want to make sure you can read it, you know, make sure the purpose of getting them, they know what it is. I like to use it. I'm just dabbing glue on the very end of it. And I'm going to just nestle it right here to where you can still see the words on it. Alright guys, I think that's all I'm going to do. It's so stuffed. We got a flocked base. Use all your golds and your blacks and from your Christmas decor. For all those accessories, this is a clock from Walmart. And you know, your granaries with golds and whites, and you could even throw in silver. So that would work too. So I hope this inspired you, and thank you for being here. Have a good weekend. See you later.